The Charles Bediako situation is a perfect example of why college basketball is completely broken. But it's not broken for the reasons you probably think. It's broken because it's proof that it's all about who you know, or at least what judge you know. Back in 2023, Charles Bediako played and started 37 games for the Alabama basketball program. This was the year that Brandon Miller was at Alabama, and Alabama had one of the best seasons in their history. They were the number 1 overall seed in March Madness, won 31 games, but they had lost to San Diego State in the Sweet 16. After that year, Charles entered the draft and went undrafted. He then signed his pro deal with the Pistons. So college eligibility is done, right? Nope. Just last week, Puff Johnson, who was deemed to have zero eligibility by the NCAA, was allowed to play for Ohio State. This was because a judge in Ohio granted Puff a restraining order against the NCAA. This is called a TRO. That judge was also an Ohio State alumni, by the way. I made a whole video on Puff too. It's pinned to my profile. Go check it out if you're interested. Anyway, this TRO puts the case as pending. There's no conclusion made for the individual in the case, so he's allowed to play. It's pending until they can deem the true status of his eligibility, and who knows when that will be. Well, this is the exact same case with Charles. Judge James H. Roberts filed a restraining order, aka a TRO, so Charles is allowed to play. Here's the thing. The judge is an Alabama donor. It's estimated that he gives up to $300,000 to Alabama athletics. You seriously cannot make this up. So now Charles is allowed to come in and play right away. And he fills the biggest hole in Alabama's roster practically overnight. A hole that Alabama failed to recruit in the offseason. Now, there's been a lot of talk about this, saying who cares because the Baylor kid was a pro and he's not doing anything for them. The reason why this is such a massive issue is that if any judge at the local level, especially one with special biases towards a particular school, can override the NCAA rulings with these RTOs, there's literally no rules. There's no rules at all. And if there's no rules, how do we improve a system that seems to be crumbling before our very eyes? I truly don't know how you fix this. Do you guys know? Let me know in the comments and follow me. I post good college basketball content.